Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with Erling Haaland, as it has been reported that Barcelona and Real Madrid have the option to buy Haaland in 2024 for a eye-watering price. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Messi, as it has been reported that the PSG superstar has not made any decision on his future amid rumors of a Barcelona return. This is according to Fabrizio Romano. We are also going to be discussing about that. So guys, before we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Erling Haaland is currently the man in demand in Europe following his blistering performances at Manchester City this season. The forward has racked up 17 goals in just 11 competitive outings, with 3 of his goals coming in the recent Manchester derby. It has catapulted him into becoming one of the best goal scorers in Europe, not even 2 months into his spell at Manchester City. However, a recent report from El Chiringuito in Spain has claimed that Erling Haaland may not remain at the Etihad Stadium for long. This is because the Norwegian international has a release clause with Man City worth around 200 million euros. It can be activated in the summer of 2024. The news outlet had claimed that the forward is prioritizing a move to Real Madrid once his clause becomes applicable, but Oriol Dominic has added to the report, suggesting Barcelona are also in a position to sign the young star. Dominic believes Barca have the option to trigger the 200 million euro release clause in 2024. The Catalans might not have too many issues convincing the forward either, especially in terms of sporting projects, as the club have enjoyed an excellent start to the life under Xavi Hernandez. However, at the end of the day, a lot could depend on Haaland's wages. The Norwegian international has been holding out for exorbitant wages ever since his departure from Borussia Dortmund. With that in mind, Barcelona could find themselves in a tricky situation, especially considering their inflated wage bill that has made it so difficult for the club to even register new signings. Hence, any move for Haaland appears to be unlikely at this point, even if there is any truth to speculations suggesting a 200 million euro release clause for the forward in 2024. FC Barcelona currently boasts the services of Robert Lewandowski, who has also enjoyed a brilliant start to his career at Camp Nou. The Polish international has scored already 12 goals in 9 matches, racking up 2 assists in the process. What a shocking report this is. If you ask me, I'll say I don't see this working. I don't see any truth to this report. There's no possibility that Man City even allowed that to happen. Of course, the release clause is 200 million euros, which the kind of quality that Haaland has, these big clubs can still go ahead and pay without any issues. But in Barcelona's own case, to be honest, I don't see it happening. By the way, Lewandowski's contract is for 3 years or so I don't think we are in any contention for Haaland anytime soon. Maybe Real Madrid, I don't know. But Man City, seeing the way he has been playing for them, being a spectacular player for Man City, of course, there is no way I see Man City ever allowing any possible move for Haaland to another club anytime soon, maybe like next summer. I don't see any possibility whatsoever. Of course, Erling Haaland is not a new name for us Barcelona fans. We have been linked with Haaland for a very long time. In fact, Barca were the most talked about club being linked to Erling Haaland. Of course, we always link to players the most, but at the end, we don't really succeed in getting them. So it's not strange, right? So Haaland was very close to getting to joining Barcelona at some point last year, but we know that the money was not there. Money was the main issue, because if Barca had money, a good sporting project, I think Haaland could have gone. But Barca were boasting of having Xavi, who have a good sporting project, but where was the money to buy Haaland? Even if the money was there, because normally Haaland was just, I think, 70 million euros worth. His transfer fee was very affordable when you compare his quality. It was too small. That was just his release clause, 70 million. So the problem now was just like, okay, his wages are too high, and definitely there was no way Barca could afford to pay Haaland's wages. The Barca having issues of finance, debts here and there. There was no way that we could cope. By that time, there was no talk about any economic lever. Barca never even wanted to take any risk, because you can't take a risk just for one player. Maybe we'll not even sign up many players that we wanted because of Halland. So Man City finally won the race, because it was a huge race full of many clubs who were interested. All of Europe's top elite clubs were showing interest, but Man City were the one who succeeded. Halland have been in so much, phenomenal form this season, scoring goals for fun. So honestly, I don't see any possibility of Barca going for Halland anytime soon. I think Robert Lewandowski is doing a good job, even though he's despite being 34 years old, but he's the best player that we have without equation. Let's see. If it was that Lewandowski's contract expires next year, then we could have been saying maybe possible, but now there's no way. Then on to the next story of discussion. Amidst the recent rumors of an impending Barcelona move for Lionel Messi, transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that any decision regarding the superstar's future will be taken in 2023 and not this year. Messi was forced to leave Barcelona in the summer of 2021 after spending 20 years at the club. The club's record goal scorer, 672 goals in 778 games, joined Paris Saint-Germain on a 2-year deal with an option for an extra year, meaning that he could become a high-profile free agent by the end of the current campaign. The Barcelona legend was forced to end his tenure simply because the team, which was in a 1.35 billion euro of debt at the time, could not afford to offer Messi a new deal, making him a free agent last year. Barcelona are now planning for a potential comeback for Messi next year, when he will be a free agent. However, it must be remembered that his relationship with club president Joan Laporta has been tense ever since last year's event. As for PSG, they want to keep Messi at the club beyond next year, but his future is cloudier than ever, giving Barcelona a glimmer of hope. As reported before, while Messi is currently focusing on winning the World Cup with Argentina, talks regarding an emotional homecoming to Camp Nou have already begun with the player's entourage. The answer from his camp, however, has been pretty clear. That is, no decision will be made this year. For Barcelona, the management has already held internal discussions regarding the same, and it's been established that his salary would not be an issue at all. But as things stand, Messi's representatives have confirmed that the player will not make a decision on his future at least until after the World Cup is over, meaning that no team has entered into advanced negotiations with him yet. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.